Good morning, everyone. Great morning to you. I hope you're all doing well today. I hope you are doing well. This is a day that the Lord has made, and we are going to rejoice and be glad in it. The psalmist says, "Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together." I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. I just give the Lord thanks this morning. Hey, Salvita, Iris, Handicapped Traveler, Samantha, Chef. I missed you guys yesterday so much. I missed you. And I'm extremely tired this morning. I had a long day, Merlene. I had a long day yesterday. I came in with quite a headache yesterday. I was just so exhausted. But to God be the glory. I was able to achieve something I haven't done for 2 years. Yes, 2 years. Based on my job, I generally go to different locations. And since the big C, I haven't been going out. So I decided I'm going to start doing that. See, I was telling you, do something different. The things that I'm telling you guys to do, I'm trying to do it myself. So I decided to go and I enjoyed going. But I was in so much traffic yesterday coming home. I reached home pretty late, right, Chef? You and I were on the road at the same time. But to God be all the glory. I made it home. I had some tea, I had something to eat, and I went to bed. Yes, that's what I had. I got some ginger tea. But it's not the real ginger, it's the one in the little sachet. But it was still good. Actually felt better. It actually helped. And I lay down. But I'm feeling much better this morning. I don't have a headache. I'm just feeling exhausted. That's it. And over the weekend, I don't have much plan, so I will definitely get some rest. But I mean, I'm really delighted that both all of you could join me this morning, at this time. I know we're all extremely busy, but I don't take this for granted. I really appreciate you guys coming on to this channel and have the conversation with me for 15 to half an hour. Some people spend the full hour. We don't go more than an hour, right? And I plan to start some afternoon talks, possibly 2 days per week. I'm looking at Tuesdays and Thursdays. So around 6:30. I may change the time. I'm not so sure as yet, but you can let me know. Well, I think I probably need to do a poll or something because I find that some of my other followers, I'm not able to, talk with them because it's in the morning. So I want to change the time to see if I can reach them. So I'm going to look at doing that. So you can also look out for it and join us. All right. And it's going to be like a little fun time. All right. So I am blessed this morning. What about you? I'm seeing Sister Iris said, I'm anointed. All the blessed people, just raise your hand. Just say, I am blessed. Drop a I am blessed in the chat. I am blessed indeed. I am anointed. Hey, Natasha. I am anointed. Mm, 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 mm. I'm a mighty warrior in God's army. I am anointed. Yes. And we're gonna put the devil under our feet. I am anointed. I'm a mighty warrior in God's army. Yeah. All almighty warriors this morning, I am blessed indeed. And I am giving God thanks to be here this morning, guys. Yes, I'm seeing other blessed people. I'm seeing Marilyn says, I am blessed. Natasha say, listen me guys, I am blessed. And Chef is saying, I am blessed. What about you, Samantha? What about you? And I know Traveler is also blessed. So we know they're going to be dropping it in the chat. So this morning we're going to talk a little bit about, growing our children. If you have a child or children, I want you to drop it in the chat. Say, yes, I do. If you have a child or our children, I think I know I know the answers for most person. I think except handicapped traveler. I think I know the answer for most person, right? But other persons may not know. So I wanted to drop a chat, right? I drop a yes or I do in the comment section. And I'm seeing Samantha, no, sir. Samantha taking it to the next level said, just say, I am blessed. Samantha said, I'm not just blessed, I'm blessed and highly favored. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so handicap travelers say yes, but they are grown. Is it they or is it he or is it she? So I think you're the only person I didn't know about handicap traveler. I think based on listening to the other person and some of the other persons here who are not content creators are persons who I know. Oh, and I'm not sure about Selvita either. I'm not so, hey, yes, Selvita. I wasn't sure about Selvita if she has child or children. Right. So I think most of the other person I do know. But I still want you to drop the yes. And you know why too. You know the reason I always ask people to keep the chat active because we know this is what helps us, right? As YouTuber, when we have an active chat. Okay, so let me share this with those who are non-content creator, especially for somebody like me who is not yet monetized. The chat actually helps. So if I do a half an hour stream and the chat is very active, I mean, if somebody comes on the chat and stay like for 15 minutes, but they keep a conversation in the comment section, it basically gives me like a 1 hour watch time. So that's how it works. So I could have two person in the chat and I have it for half an hour. I'm getting like all 4 hours watch time. So that is why sometimes we will say things so you can understand. We want you to keep the chat fluid. So when I go on person's stream, I try to stay like 15 minutes and make sure I have a presence for 15 minutes because I know with 15 minutes, they literally will get an hour from me. It would seem I was there for like 1 hour. So that is why sometimes I will ask you to do things. But I really appreciate you guys. You are always participating. And it also can assist in, getting the stream out as well when you give that thumbs up. So if you haven't done so, you know what to do. All right. So yes. So all right. So we are seeing Chef. Yes, I know Chef's daughter. We call her Little Chef. Yeah, she's just such a cutie. I just love her. She's just a part of our YouTube family as well. Merlene says yes. Natasha says yes. Sister Iris, she just a show up for herself. She said, not just children. I have children and grandchildren. All right. And the cab traveler said, there are two boys, one girl, two grandboy, one granddaughter. No, man, on the two show off right now. But this is a blessing. Selvita said, I have two boys. You're welcome, Chef. So all of us in the chat this morning have children. So I think these are things that we can relate to. So even for those with the grandchildren, you have a responsibility too to help to train up these kids. You have a responsibility to help train them up. Because sometimes the children, they always talk about children having children. Sometimes the children are so young that they ending up having children at that time too, and sometimes they don't know. Oh, it's a twin you have, Samantha. Okay, cool. I think I saw a challenge with you and your daughter, but I haven't watched it yet, but I saw it popping up and I said I'm going to listen to see. I always say I want a twin girl. And I'm still confident that we can still get it, not because I passed 40. Even though I'm over 40, I still can have it. I'm not giving up hope. You think I should give up hope, Ez? You think I should give up hope? I have one child, right? I have a boy and he's 15 years old. I had a daughter first, but died at child's birth. So she would have been like 16 now. Yeah. No, it was a boy. He would have been 16. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Merlin. I'm not going to give up hope. All right. I still hoping because twin run in my family. So I say I'm still hopeful that I could still get twin girls. All right. So this morning, don't shortchange our children. Let's not shortchange our children. Don't shortchange our children. And again, the Bible said that train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. And again this morning, coincidentally, it wasn't something planned, but we're shouting out again to Bible Quiz Challenge, Bible Quiz channel. Now, if you have not yet joined that family, I'm going to put it in my community page. I'm going to put one of her quiz on my community page when I'm done, so you can always connect with her afterwards. Why? It keeps your mind active to see whether or not you know the word, and sometimes some words that you will think it's in the Bible, that's not what is there. And I remember this same question was one of the questions she normally asks, like about 15 to 20 questions. Yesterday, I did the one yesterday and I got 19 out of 20. I feel good about myself. So it says, Proverbs 22 verse 6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. You know where go is what sometime, and that was just such a trick question. What we normally say right there is, but train up a child the way he should grow. True? Let me know if that's how you always say the scripture. Train up a child in the way he should grow. A lot of us, that is what we have been saying. And that was one of the questions, was it was go or grow. And I think most people choose grow, because in your mind you say it's grow because you want the child to grow. Exactly. We're always saying it, but it's not grow, it's G-O. It's G-O. Thank you. Selvita says she has the last one at 41, so there's still hope for you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm still. So if any one of you had that challenge, it's only me and Natasha alone say, train up a child in the way you should grow. I always say grow. And it's when I did that quiz. So I think it's a fun channel that you can, really Keep you active, keep your mind active. And the good thing, once she gives you the answer, she gives you the actual scripture, so you can actually check it out. There was another question, I don't remember it right now, that when I was doing it, I said, no man, this wrong. I actually go and check the Bible myself. I went and checked it myself, so I kind of help you to see whether or not you go. So I'm going to ask that you still support her, as she's doing a wonderful job. She's already monetized, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't support person even though they are monetized, especially if they are, based on what the content that they will bring to the table. So I said, if you succeed in making a good living but fail to teach your children how to live right, your success will be empty and you'll end up living with regrets. So it's important that we don't just try to live successfully, but we should always try to grow our children in the right way so that we don't live with regrets, right? The average child spend at least 8, 6 to 7 hours each day on the internet or watching television or surfing the net or interacting with their peers. If you believe that is true, drop a true in the comment section. It says the average, not everyone, but the average child. And we know when we're talking about average, right? Maybe you have out of 6, every 6, maybe you have in between, right? So if you really believe this is true, so think about your children. Most of your children are grown up, but think about your grandchildren. So they would be a part of this statistics. Always have the tongue twister when not talking these words. They spend at least 6 to 7 hours. I can tell if I don't say to my son, get up from, well, I think not in recent times, but I find that you'll be on the laptop, and then I was saying to him, you can't be on the laptop so long. You know what I realize he's been doing sometimes now? He will move from the laptop and then go to his, like he will lay down in the settee. When he's on the laptop, he's sitting down and probably playing games and so. But afterwards, he will now leave and then look on his phone, watching the games. So I'm saying to him, that's not giving it a break. That's not giving it a break. So, we have a responsibility to help our children and our grandchildren and possibly our great grandchildren. We have a responsibility to help them. Trust me, it's difficult. I'm trying to say, put down the device, man. Give your eyes a break. And the truth is, when they spend so much time in these era with other person, so not just with you, not just with the gadget, but if they spend most of their time with their peers, the influence that they will have on them, it will make or break them. And so it's very important for us to decide, what's the influence do they have? What influence do they have around them? What is influencing their action? If you notice your child's action has changed, you need to check out what are they relating to? What are they watching on the internet? Who are they talking with at school? Who are their friends? There's a saying that says, show me your company and I tell you who you are. Do you believe that statement? Let me know if you believe that statement. If you see witness of that statement, show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. I definitely, for me, I believe the statement, but I want to hear, because maybe I'm the only person who believes that statement. Show me a company and I tell you who you are. And I'm not talking about because you are a Christian, for those who may be Christians, your friend is a Christian. I'm not talking like that. So you have some persons who are friends with somebody else, but they may, like for me, right? I have a very, very good friend. She's actually a backslider. I met her from she when I met her, she was a backslider. And I mean, she still haven't gone in church. And trust me, every day I talk to her. Well, I said, I'm not necessarily tell you, because me tell it all. And the truth is, for her, she does not, is not somebody who goes to party, is not somebody who really goes out. She always just wants sleep. She want just want to go home. She want watch movie and she just sleep. So it's not a party person. I am not a party person. So show me a company and I tell you. And she, as a matter of fact, she not like go to beach because she says she can't take the sun. And guys, you always hear me say, I don't like it. I will go to the beach just to be a part of the family activity, but I am not a beach person. So for me, and when I recognize we share a lot of the same things, she have this soft spot in her heart for people. There's just this thing in her for people. And I mean, I guess that is what drawn us close together. She has this soft spot for people and this love about her. The only thing is that I will love to take the pictures, I will do this, I will do that, and all of that. But she don't love that. I mean, if I see a picture of her, I'm like, oh, did you get her to take this picture? She hates taking picture. But we have a lot more in common. I strongly believe, show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. So I think this is something that we need to investigate for our children and those of you who can have that influence on your grandchildren, that help them in that way. So I'm seeing Samantha say, so true. I go through my children's phone. So our sister Iris says, my grandchildren, true, true. And the handicapped traveler says, I believe it. Natasha said, true. Merlin says, true. And I think you were answering to the first question when I said children spend an average of 6 to 8 hours either surfing the net, interacting with peers, watching television. And then the next question I'd ask is, show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. And I see Merlin says, I believe so. And Natasha said, I believe so for true. Yeah, man, show me your friends, show me a company and I'll tell you who you are. And you'll be surprised how friends have an influence over you, right? And I remember one day this person was having a challenge, and in their marriage, and the individual was told, because the husband had some friends that were not of good influence. And another church sister said to her, you need to pray that God mash up those friendship, because the friendship that was being had with the individual was a negative influence over the husband. The husband will go to places that he really shouldn't be going and doing things that he really shouldn't be doing. Not because he didn't appreciate his wife, but he was more he was being more influenced by his friends. So the person began to pray. The person began to pray, and when the individual said, "Listen, when I see God start send the friend them go east and go west," and so the entire clique of them, got dismantled. And so you see, me tell you, saying everything that we know, everything that we should do, all the guide is in the word, or we can go in prayer for it. And prayer works every time. Right, Sister Ruthie? Good to have you this morning. Prayer works every time. Yes, Sister Iris says, I have a mind of my own. So, and that's why it says that not every single person, but the average, most persons are influenced by their surroundings. Most persons are influenced by the person who they entertain. So you may be one of the strong one that you're in a group, and you're able to influence that group, or you're able to influence that person in a different way if they are going, but not many people are able to do so. They get influenced, and this is always, something I say to my son. I said, you are a leader. I said, you are a leader, not a follower. You understand? And these are things that we should embed in our children, so they do not become influenced by society or the things or people around us. They can be strong and confident, you know. And it is said every minute of it creating their value system and molding them in the person they will be. So of that 7 hours that they spend on the internet, surfing the net, watching the television, spending time with peers, not your family, spending time with peers, this is where they now become, it's molding them. It's molding them into the person they will become. And that is why we need positivity. We need that sort of positivity around them. So be there for them. We have a responsibility to be there for them. Let's be there for our children and our grandchildren and our great grandchildren as long as we have that opportunity. So, if you have to sacrifice materially in order to develop them spiritually, it's a trade off you will always feel good about. Send your children, go out to Sunday school. Send the grandchildren. You realize the mom and dad keeping them at home, and they were grown up in church. They were grown up to go to Sunday school, but no, they have their children. They're not sending them out. Talk to them about it. Send them out to Sunday school or Sabbath school, whichever one, because not everyone will go to church on Sunday. Send them out so they can get that sort of principle, and you will be surprised, how this can influence their lives later on. So I think we need to send them out. We need to stay close to our kids these days, says Sister Ruthie. You're right. We need to, because the influence around them is so, so, so great. So, they're exposed to so many things. It is surprising. So many things they are being exposed to. And especially when they reach up in the teenager age, Lord have mercy on us. Their minds are very inquisitive. So at the end of the day, it's a good trade-off. We always feel good about it. So let us ensure that we implant some positive values in them. Right? So this morning we said we wanted to talk about 10 things that can help to shape or break our children. And we're going to go into them now. Now, it was based on what Dorothy Law wrote, words that every parent should carry with them. And I believe all of us know this poet or this poem, but it's always a good reminder and a good refresher. It says, if a child lives with criticism, he learns to condemn. If a child lives with criticism, that's number one. If a child lives with criticism, he learns to condemn. So we have the responsibility to, we can't be so negative around our children. We don't see nothing good that they do, right? We need to look for the positives and use the opportunity as teaching the areas that they didn't do well in. Let's use the opportunity to train them a little bit more. Say, you could do this a little bit another way. Let me show you another way how to do it. Lord, what did you do? Hey, you fool. Yeah, idiot. No, no. Let's not do that. And if you're on the train, you know we're not going to with our children. We say positive affirmation. That's what we are saying. So handicapped traveler is sharing and says we always make sure all known we are available whenever they need us. We need to be available. I have to be saying to my son these days, remember you're at an age now. Talk to us. You might have little feelings in the body. Talk to us. Talk to your dad. You know, his father and I met with him about 2 weeks ago and we talk with him. You know, have that little conversation. How are things? How you're managing? You know, things like that. And I think we're going to make it little more often. Don't wait for them to come. Let us pull them in and talk with them. Sometimes we need to do that. And, you know, thank you, Holy Spirit. Know that I'm saying that to you. It is not something that is been, I think the Holy Spirit is revealing to me. Don't wait for them to come to you. You go to them. So I am going to take that advice this morning. We had a conversation with him recently, so we're going to make it a regular thing. You know, whenever we eat around the table, at least once for the week we eat together around the dining table. On a Sunday, we might have breakfast or dinner or do both on a Sunday. So thank God we need people. Some people not having not have a table they're not putting in their house anymore. But listen, we need to bring back the table in the homes. In the around the table, you have those conversations with your children. So have the table around you, have that family time. So we consider those to be our family time. We cherish them. So, and Natasha said, and we need to listen to yes, we need to listen to them. We need to listen to them. Sometimes they come and tell us something and say, not no go so. Or that person and do it. No, check it out. Check it out. Yes, the outdoors are always open, says Ruthie. So we have to be mindful of what people are investing in our children. So, number two, if a child lives with hostility, he learns to fight. You hear that? And I believe it is so true, you know. If you see children who always want to fight, them just want to fight, check out their homes. Check out the friends that they have. Check out the community in which they live. It They are being influenced by something or someone. Check out because if you are in the home and you say, but we not have this in the home, why are you getting called from teacher that the child just want to fight? Check out what they're watching, whether on the TV or on the internet, or check their friends. They are being influenced by someone or something. I'm pleading to you this morning. I'm begging of you this morning. Our number 2 point says, if a child lives with hostility, he learns to fight. So we have to be mindful of those. Number 3 says, if a child lives with ridicule, he learns to be shy. And so you see, that's why it's important that we praise our children. So if we're always being bashful and ridicule what they do, they're not going to want to do things. They're going to be shy. They're going to be shy, reserved, don't want to do nothing. They think what they do wasn't good enough. So we need to look into some of these things. The other one says, if a child lives with shame, he learns to feel guilty. When the child pee the bed, when they were coming up and they pee the bed, and we know some children stop peeing the bed at an early stage than some. True? If those of you who have more than one kids, you would have recognized one may stop very, very early. And the other one, I know somebody said when they're big people now, but they said when they were about 10 to 12, they were still peeing the bed, right? And, you know, I remember they, when they pee the bed, you big old pee the way you pee the bed. I know pee them say, no, but me not really say the word them say. And they quarrel with the child. Oh my goodness. A child feels embarrassed. Sometimes we embarrass the children bad, embarrassment. And we don't want to feel embarrassed. Like just talking about it right now, I'm actually feeling emotional. I remember a story was shared with me. Um, there was this principal. It was my husband. He was taking a child. I think he was taking them on a trip. And said one of the child, I guess where they were going was a little distant. The child didn't ask to go. You asked that they want to use the bathroom. When they came out of the vehicle, he noticed the child clothes was wet. Big children, big children. And I think what he was explaining to me, he with another teacher just took her and let her go somewhere, and they were able to get that address so nobody else knew she peed herself. I said, wow, that's so good. And I know just by doing that, that child will never forget that experience. Never forget that experience. And so we have to be mindful of how we influence the children. I shared with you already that I hear that the student write a note and was saying why the teacher ate me so much. Almost like the child didn't want to go back to school because he was saying the teacher don't like me. Influence. So handicapped travelers saying fathers and grandfather have a great responsibility to model a godly life and demonstrate love. Yes, we have that responsibility. They have that responsibility. Merlin said a lot of children are not getting any love from their parents, so they are afraid to talk to them. We have to pull them in more. We have to have the conversation. And I tell you, try it if you are not doing it. Try the round table talk. So Sundays or Saturdays, whichever day everybody's at home, have that talk time. Table time, man. Stop sitting in the settee and having dinner. Or sitting on the veranda with the plate in your hand. No, man. Let's get around the table. It's not old school. It is still in style. It is still in style. All right, see an example right here. Samantha says her daughter stopped at 2 and her son stopped at 5. So that's how it is. But what are you going to do? Say you see your sister 2 years old, she stopped, and you still wet the bed. What wrong with your child? Oh, you're so fool. Oh, you're so foolish. And they quarrel. No, we understand children are make up different. Not just children. All of us are make up differently. Right, Isaac's family, welcome. And we're happy you're here because we know you have two beautiful girls. And for your girls, Isaac's family, we were talking to say you have some children, they wet the bed. Some stop at an earlier age than some. Did both your daughters stop wetting the bed at the same age, or did they stop at different age? And we're saying we have to be mindful that we're not going to bash them, we're not going to quarrel, we're to learn to praise our children more. If you see them talk a lot, you say, you know, you lie. You know, say you're a liar. Liar, I see that liar in you. I see that lawyer in you. Mm? They do something like some investigative thing and they spill things in the kitchen and whatever. I said, you know, is that you're going to come out to a scientist. What is this you're doing in here? Tell me. Yes, a scientist you want to come? Okay, that's good. That's maybe I need to do a little bit more research on being a scientist, man. Find fun ways of helping them through the process. We have that responsibility. So if the child lives with shame, he learns to feel guilty. Guilty. If a child lives with tolerance, if a child lives with tolerance, if a child lives with tolerance, he learns. He learns to feel. He learns to be patient. The child lives with tolerance. He learns to be patient. So, those of you who say children have no patience, check it out. Check what can you do to help them in that area. If a child lives with encouragement, he feels confident. You see? I tell you now, these are the positive ones, positive attributes now. They live with encouragement. They learn to be confident. Right? So I think for me, I may want to do a little bit more on this part because my son tends to have a little shyness about him. So I probably need to do a lot more encouragement. And I start to encourage him and big him up because I mean the last week when I woke up in the morning, I woke up, but I was in the bed for a long time. I woke up like after midday. I got up. When I got up, he was in the office and he was on the computer and all of that. And I said to him, you tidy your room already? He said, yes, mommy. I said, you wash your bathroom already? Yes, mommy. And I said, okay. He said, and I'm washing my clothes now. I'm like, okay, okay. He's got this, and he made his own breakfast and everything. So that was really, really good, you know. And sometimes I say to him, I really appreciate your help. I really appreciate the fact that you wash your clothes yourself because you have some children his age. They don't want to wash their clothes. Their parents have to do it. No, we need to train them. What happens when they go off to college? How do they manage? What happens when they become an adult? They can't do anything for themselves. We have a responsibility to train them up. We have that responsibility. If a child lives with praise, he learns to feel appreciate. He learns to appreciate. If a child lives with praise, he learns to appreciate. Let's praise them more. Let us praise them more. If we're not doing it, let us get back to basic. Find the latest thing. If they wash the dishes, thank them. Thank you for watching the dishes today. Although, yeah, we know them gonna do it. Not say because you're picking in the house, you need to go wash the kitchen. No, no, no. Praise them. Say, come on, come and help me. Come and make the juice today. When they finish it, good job. Wow, this is a lovely juice. I love it. All if it tastes fresh. I remember my son when he started making juice, they were just like taste like water. Never have no taste. I would drink it same way. I wouldn't put nothing else in there because I'm not a lover of sweet. His father though, sometimes I would put a little bit more sugar or something else in there. Or sometimes when I'm cooking like on Sundays and my son will make the juice and his father will say, I will make the juice today, Jay. But he's just doing an amazing job now. And I realized, after he started doing on Sundays, and then, sometimes I wouldn't have to call him to come and do it. No, it's his job that. And so I really appreciate that. So we have to, encourage them so they can feel appreciated. They learn to appreciate others too. They learn to appreciate what other persons do. They don't become criticizers or critics. So, as a family sharing with us, I'm not sure about my oldest daughter. I was living overseas. My mom take care of her, but my youngest stopped at 2. And and that's good. I mean, maybe that was one of the thing. Maybe that was one of the thing. So when you look, one of them, I see where your youngest seem to be the bold one, the prime one. And your big daughter, she not in the she will do it because it's almost like mommy want me to do it. She almost coming like DJ on Teacher Peace channel, always like shy. Him just always so shy. But your younger daughter as a family, she looked like she had a little diva in the family. She had a little diva in the family. So yes, so Ruthie said my boys stop at different age. Exactly. Your children will not, all of them will not, you will not see the same traits in all because they are different. And we have to recognize that as a family, right? So Selvita says, I stopped very late and my children too was wonderful. It was okay. So exactly. For me, I don't remember for me, honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember how long I stopped wetting the bed. But I know we were different. And right now, all of us are different. Hey, six ball. And in terms of differences, maybe we just need to ask six ball, right? And a six ball can truly say her children, her 6 kids, they are just so different and unique. Big up, big up, big up. Right? They are different. So we have to learn. We have to learn to let them feel appreciate. We can't go and quarrel with them. We have to be gentle. There are going to be times, that they're going to be serious and let them understand that this is what I am about. I will find that our son sometimes, maybe, and this is something we're trying to figure out why he behaves that way sometimes. You have to observe things that they do and figure out how is it that we're going to fix it. How is it we are going to fix it? So if the child lives with praise, he learns to feel appreciated. We have 3 more to go and then we close off. If a child lives with fairness, he learns justice. If a child lives with fairness, so we have to be fair to our children. We have to be fair. You can't do this for one and don't do it for the other. And you're not have any justification because you like this one more than the other. That's wrong. You have to show fairness. You will have to show fairness. You can't always going out and buying clothes for one and not buying clothes for the other. 6 ball, I don't know how you do it. Look, let me tell you, man, thumbs up to you. How do you do when you go to shop for them? How do you manage? Oh, you say, all right, I'm going to buy for the 3 LS this time. The next time I buy for the three smaller ones. How do you do it? Because you have a massive responsibility to make sure that your children, you do fairness in the family. Your job, big man. Trust me, Lord, bless her, Lord, because they are watching. They are watching. They look in the house and make sure. I remember, I think it was one day we shared some food, and because I'm a foster parent as well. And one at the time, we had 2 foster kids with us. And when we shared the food, we realized people are look on people plate. Yes. Oh, if we said, no, not do that. Don't do that. Because I know what each of you eat, so you're going to get based on what I know you eat. Mm? Sometimes my plate is the smallest around the table because I don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot. So I don't know. We have to look at, and if a child lives with security, he learns to have faith. If a child lives with security, he learns to have faith. If a child lives with approval, he learns to love or like himself. So we have to, and this is a big responsibility we have to do. We have this responsibility. We're going to have to learn to let our children feel approved. See the things that they do. Maybe they dress themselves, give them that sort of approval, how they look, things that they do. Let them love themselves, because if they're not you have to start loving yourself first before you can love others. You're looking so handsome. Oh my God, you're so pretty. That dress make you look. Let them hear it from you. Fathers, let your girls hear from you. Let the girls hear from you. That is girl. That is princess. Turn around. Let me see you. Give them a nice hug for it. Right? Have a big responsibility. We have a big responsibility. Because you don't tell them and they go out on the street and they hear it from who they shouldn't be hearing it from. We have a responsibility. When my kids come to Sunday school, I make sure I commend them. I say, wow, this dress brightens your face. I do that. You look so handsome this morning. And if they come in and looks at me and say, what happened to you this morning? Come tell teacher what happened to you. Creating that safe space for them. Creating that safe space. So we have a responsibility for our children, grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren. And if a child, the final one says, if a child lives with acceptance and friendship, he learns to find love in the world. Learn to find love. Don't we need that? We all need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother. When you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on. You just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean, honor your pride. Listen this morning. We all need somebody to lean on. Call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean. Come on, everybody sing. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to yoga. Me know yoga sing and a dancing. You just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. We all need somebody to lean on. Not true. We all need somebody to lean on. No man is an island. No man stand alone. I couldn't make it this far without all of you. I couldn't make it this far without all of you. So your kids likewise, they need friends. They need people. They need acceptance and friendship. We have that responsibility to help them. So if they have a problem, let them know they can come to you. We all need somebody to lean on. Yeah, man, we all need somebody to lean on. You guys have been just amazing. You guys have just been fantastic. You guys have just been a loyal supporter. Oh my goodness. I tell you, I just always enjoy the moments that I spend with you all. So this morning, let us train our child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from it. I hope this morning, even as we talk, you could find at least one or two nuggets to improve in your own family space, in your children or your grandchildren. I hope you could find at least one of them today and assist in improving their overall well being. Let's do so because we have a great responsibility. This morning, I am blessed. I am favored by God. I am a winner. I am anointed. I am above only. Your girl is unstoppable. Oh my God. I am unstoppable. And I'm going to make it. I've already made it. I decree and declare I am above only and not beneath. And I'm going to live my best life today. The kids are our future. Well said, Chef. So I'm seeing here, Selvita said my bigger son would complain about what I'm doing for the smaller one. And I have to remind him that I did the same for him. Don't remember. He does not remember. He does not remember. Oh, safe travels yoga, safe travels home. I buy them almost the same thing in their age group. I buy two of everything. Yes. Yes. So you have a responsibility. And that is what I was saying. I don't know how six board do it. That should be so expensive for her when she's gonna buy. So she have to probably put them in pairs. So we're gonna put in groups of two, or we're going to do shopping or something. I don't know. You're welcome, handicapped traveler, saying thank you all for allowing me to lean on you this week. Oh, and we know you're feeling so much better now. You look so much better when you. We are so as you wrap up this morning, I give you another 3 minutes to wrap up with those in the chat though you want to talk with. Remember to support each other. We're closing off at 8:25. We get an opportunity to wrap things up. I am blessed. All right, I got to have a blessed day, Chef. You spend the entire time with us this morning, and we appreciate it because we know you're always on the move. We do appreciate that. And Natasha says, I'm blessed, I'm favored, I'm happy, I'm unstoppable, and I am giving God thanks. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long. Bye, Samantha, and I'm gonna need. We'll see you, Ruthie. Have a blessed day. We all need somebody to lead. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. It's not going to be long that I'm going to need somebody to lean on. So guess what? You can lean on me when you're not strong. That's what the words of the song is saying this morning. Somebody's going to lean on you because they are not strong, because one day you're all going to need somebody to lean on. We are doing it together, guys. Oh, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Oh, bye, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. Listen, I feel pumped up this morning. Oh, I feel like I'm on a next level right now. We all need somebody to lean on. Yes, we all need somebody to lean on. So let's do that. Let's have that shoulder that somebody can cry on. And I know it may not be the same person who you lean on will be that shoulder that you will get to lean on when you need that help. But somebody will be there for you. God bless you all, and I'll see you. Bye, everyone. Yes, Elvita, the one yoga have a strong back. I don't know how him do those stretches. Yes.